Greetings, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever it is you are viewing this in your region. I don't want to talk about your regions either. This is Kevin, your genial host, and welcome to another thrilling installment of the Get Off My Lawn podcast YouTube channel. And I wanted to give you some updates and give you little explanations, try to make some things make a little bit more sense to you. We'll see if they do, we'll see if they don't. I don't know. For those that have not been with us for a decade or more, we did start this more than a decade ago, and the idea at the time was to have a channel, not a channel at that time, a podcast that was dedicated to giving a voice to people who did not necessarily have a voice in podcasting. I was talking with a lot of songwriters, I was talking with a lot of comics, I was talking with some showrunners and writers of TV shows, movies, things like that, because typically speaking, when you hear podcasts, you hear the famous people. You hear the actors, you hear the singers, and I wanted to spotlight some different people who I felt had some stories to tell, and they told some stories. And I'm continuing to look for people, but in case you hadn't noticed, everybody and their mother has a podcast now. Everybody and their mother's brother has a podcast now. Everybody and their mother's brother's dog has a podcast now. My cats apparently have a podcast now if you watch this channel. So I'm still reaching out to people. I've got a couple of interesting folks that I'm looking at interviewing, but I would like to say that I've got my team of schedulers or my team of assistants. It's a one-person podcast, two cats, but they're not really helpful, and that's kind of the way it goes. So I'm doing what I can, and I just wanted to let people know that that's the plan, is I still want to find some interesting people to chat with and have some interesting conversations with them. That is the goal of this podcast. Now, again, for those that have not been around for the last decade, where have you been? It's been freely available wherever your fine podcasts are available. That's where you will also find the Get Off My Lawn podcast. We started out, the title originally was semi-ironic because at the time I was younger. I was in my early 40s, and the concept of someone my age shouting like a cranky old man to get off my lawn was kind of funny, right? Because I wasn't, I'm an old man now, so now it's not funny. Now it literally is the cranky old man saying get off my lawn. So the title itself is, that's what we're doing. That's the title of it. I have no interest in changing it just to suit whatever, the lack of irony that it now contains. But 10 years ago, I didn't actually have a lawn to call my own. And now, again, if you've seen the videos of the cats, you've seen the lawn. You've seen that, I've since been married over 5 years now. And we've got a place, and it's a nice place. And that's what you're looking at right here. If you, again, have seen some of the still photos, if you scroll back on the Facebook page, you'll see that I ran the Get Off My Lawn podcast out of my backpack. It was one microphone and an iPad, and that was about it. I'll post a different video that kind of shows you what the technology is now. It has gotten better. We've changed up a lot of things in the last couple of years, and I've added a few different things to it just this summer that I'm hoping are making it a little better. Yes, I would like to get a sound condom that fits as opposed to one that I've got to put on with a twist tie. We practice safe sound here at the Get Off My Lawn podcast, so just please keep that in mind. But ultimately, we try to give you the best quality podcast that we can afford. This is a no-budget podcast. Sorry, this is what I've got in my slush fund, and there's not a lot of slush. My other job, the job that pays the bills, is that of a school teacher, and is that of a private school teacher. For those that do not know, private school teachers make less than public school teachers. So, that's the way it goes. I would love to have some teachers on the podcast to talk about that, and I just might. But that's where we're at. I wanted to talk a little bit about this YouTube channel, and I'm calling up right now, looking down at the screen here, the analytics. For those that do not know the term analytics, that's the demographic breakdown of who is watching, where they're watching, etc., etc. So just to give you a heads up, my target audience, I don't have a target audience. It's whoever. It's honestly whoever. But the people, the group, I'm an English speaker, can you tell? Native English speaker. We'll start this over. The group of people that is most watching this are men between the ages of 25 to 34 years here in the United States. Now, the second most popular group, well, yeah, women. Thank you very much. It's actually pretty close. It's 59% to 41%, so it's pretty close to men and women. There is a 20% of you are 35 to 44. 16% of you are 45 to 54. 10% of you are over 65. And 5% of you are 13 to 17. If you are 13 to 17 years old, go watch a different YouTube channel. There's other cats out there. There's other podcasts out there. Please go watch a different YouTube channel. Pretty please, with everything on top, please. With vegetables on top. There's vegetables, so you kids aren't going to want to watch this. Let's see. United States, like I said, is our main audience. India comes in second. So hello to my friends in India, wherever you are. I love Indian food. I don't like cricket, so now I've alienated most of the Indian audience. I'm sorry. The United Kingdom, Canada, and the Philippines are also watching. I, again, do not know why that is. We'll try and figure this out. It would help if I knew who you were, so please leave comments. Please share this so I can kind of see where it's being shared. The more information I have, the better the podcast I can deliver to all of y'all. All y'all? Hey, it rhymes. So that's where we are at. Again, there'll still be some changes. There's still some things that I'm working on here in the studio. But for right now, I just wanted to check in with everybody and say hey, and thank you for watching, and please keep watching. And apparently, I will have to keep posting cat videos, because the more cat videos I post, the more subscribers I get. But also look for the actual podcast content. I'm going to be posting some clips from previous shows so that people that are only discovering us on YouTube and are locked into YouTube and don't listen to podcasts, don't go on SoundCloud, don't go on iTunes, this is an opportunity for you to hear some of the past conversations that we've had, because they've been some pretty good ones. So I want to share some of those with you in the coming weeks here, and then hopefully again start producing some new stuff as well. So thanks for checking in with us. I hope you are having a tremendous day. Be good humans, and yeah, get off my lawn. I don't know. Let me see if I have any music to fade out on here. Hold on. Yes, I do have Brian W. Weideman's music on in the background one more time. So there we go. Do you know what will make you stay? Have a good day, folks.